Eddie Hearn says he intends on contacting Deontay Wilder to possibly make a fight between Wilder and Dereck Chisora or Dillian Whyte. Stay tuned. Boxing Ego here. If you like this video, make sure you hit the like button and also subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon on the top of your screen to get notified when the latest new content drops. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego and I'm back with some more boxing. Make sure you smash the like button. Also subscribe to the channel for the latest and greatest in boxing if you want to become part of the gang. Notification gang, please hit the bell icon. Shout out to the super chats, channel donations, the Venmo donations, and the Patreon family. We working. Now, Eddie Hearn did an interview with IFL TV, link in the description in case you want to listen to it yourself. And he basically suggested after his matchroom card, and the victors, Dillian Whyte beat Joseph Parker and Dereck Chisora beat a guy that Anthony Joshua also fought in Carlos Takam. And the Chisora fight was by stoppage. Dillian Whyte was more of a war where both guys got hurt and Joseph Parker got dropped, I think technically twice. I didn't watch the fight because I'm in LA covering the fight and I had some things to do before gearing up for the fight at the Staples Center, Mikey Garcia versus Robert Easter. But I seen some highlights and talked to some people I entrust, and it sounds like good performances from Dillian Whyte and Dereck Chisora. So now Eddie Hearn wants to use this as bait to get Deontay Wilder to agree to fight one of these guys and is trying to proposition him to fight on DAZN, right? Before the Joshua fight at Wembley, April 13th. And we don't know what's going to happen with that. Listen, my thoughts are I'm going to keep this brief because I don't really have the time to waste on nonsense. Eddie Hearn claims that Joshua wants the Wilder fight more than anything, but none of the actions show this because yet again, Dillian Whyte is being thrown at Wilder because he beat Joseph Parker, because he beat Lucas Brown. That's cool, but Joseph Parker was coming off of a loss. Joseph Parker, no disrespect to him, however, he was a champion who, after he became champion, didn't really have any signature wins where he looked great. I mean, somebody tell me a signature win, like where he got the victory. So you can't say Anthony Joshua. Since he became champion, even the fight he was a champion, or he was champion in, was arguable with Andy Ruiz Jr. Go watch that fight. That was a very close, competitive fight, and a lot of people thought that Ruiz got jobbed and it was a hometown decision, but that wasn't an easy fight for him, you know? And props to Dillian Whyte for dropping him, which hadn't been done. And I think Dillian Whyte has grown a lot since the Anthony Joshua loss. He's hungry, he's willing to fight most people in the division. He's a good trash talker, good with the banter, but he still can fight somebody else before Deontay Wilder. The fight the boxing world needs, the heavyweight division needs, without any man that's non-champion standing in the way, one click away from undisputed, is Wilder Joshua, point blank period. Dereck Chisora, he could fight Dillian Whyte in a rematch. I thought Dereck Chisora beat Dillian Whyte in that fight. They were throwing tables and shit at the press conference. They both won on the same card. Make that. Make Dillian Whyte versus Gerald Big Baby Miller, or what the WBC ordered. Dillian Whyte versus Luis King Kong Ortiz. I'm out here in LA still. I decided to stay an extra day. And Luis King Kong Ortiz looked sharp despite coming off a loss to Deontay Wilder by knockout. So if you could fight Joseph Parker coming off of a loss, then why not fight Luis Ortiz coming off of a win and then a loss just before that, right? He already has a win back in the win column, and the WBC ordered it. So if you want Deontay Wilder to fight Dillian Whyte so bad, then why not fight the guy that would probably get him moved up the highest in ranking with the WBC, which is Luis Ortiz versus Dillian Whyte, you know, instead of potentially going the Kubrat Pulev route, right? And then when you got outbid by the purse bid, then you switched up because you didn't want the fight in Bulgaria. You wanted it to be like a matchroom, like reigning, like holding the reins on the card. And then I see the games, you know what I mean? I see everything that's going. Then you decided to fight Joseph Parker. So again, I'm not taking away from Dillian Whyte's performance. Again, I haven't even seen it to do that. However, it sounds like it was a good win, but you know what the world wants, and that's Joshua versus Wilder. Not Anthony Joshua, Dillian Whyte 2, Anthony Joshua, Gerald Miller. You know what I mean? Them guys can fight each other. Not Tyson Fury, who hasn't really fought anyone since he's been back. Stuff like that. Joshua Wilder, that's it. And if you want DAZN to really fly off the shelves and stuff, it has to be those types of fights, right? And Dereck Chisora, I mean, it sounded like he had a good opponent, but again, Dereck Chisora fought Carlos Takam, who got knocked out by Alexander Povetkin, who Joshua is fighting, right? He fought against, who else did Takam fight? Oh yeah, AJ, and he got stopped by him. And then because Joshua stopped him and Povetkin stopped him, Dereck Chisora is given all this credit for stopping him. Maybe because they didn't expect that. I don't know, because Takam's been game. But how does that get you a title shot? You know what I mean? Again, it's a good win in the cap for Dereck Chisora, and shows that he's still a live dog to make interesting fights. But how does that warrant a title shot? You know what I mean? This is the British boxing. They have a lot of talent, but they also do some soft matchmaking, in my opinion. Like, who's Tyson Fury fighting? Dereck Chisora is, and the thing is, it's not even just soft matchmaking. It's soft matchmaking, and is there really a purpose? Like, was that a mandatory, or it's like they're giving credit. Some of the British fighters are given all this credit for beating a person that we knew they were going to beat. You know what I'm saying? Like, people come, like in America, when Danny Garcia fought against Rod Salka, Samuel Vargas, you know, no one was really like jumping up for joy, like, oh yeah, Danny's the man because he won. But if Amir Khan knocks out Samuel Vargas in 40 seconds, or Phil LaGreco, then that's big news. Like, oh, did you see? You get what I'm saying? That's just something I noticed. Like Carlos Takam, he's durable, he's game or whatnot, but he's already been stopped twice. You know what I mean? So Dereck Chisora stopping him, that's cool, that's good for his career, but I don't see how that thwarts you into a title shot based off of that. So, man, I think Eddie Hearn should just make the fight we want. Joshua Wilder, them other guys could fight each other on DAZN. Gerald Miller versus Dillian Whyte, Dillian Whyte versus Luis Ortiz. I would much rather see that than Dillian Whyte, AJ too. You know, and then the winner, like let's say Dillian Whyte fights Luis King Kong Ortiz. Winner of that fight the winner of Joshua Wilder. That's perfect. Nobody's mad at Dillian Whyte or Luis Ortiz for climbing up the rankings and earning a title shot. But again, let them earn it instead of just throwing all these people on Wilder. Like, the WBC ordered Luis Ortiz versus Dillian Whyte, and you try to go in another direction with Pulev, and then you went in another direction with Joseph Parker. Now all of a sudden you're trying to bring Wilder back into the mix with Dillian Whyte to prolong it, or hoping he can somehow beat Wilder to the point where you can make this British unification. Because if Dillian Whyte somehow beats Wilder and gets that strap, then it'll be AJ versus Dillian Whyte, some kind of British undisputed UK for all the bragging rights at Wembley. That's what he's trying to do. Nobody's stupid. We all see it coming. So aside from that, Deontay Wilder, why would he want to work with you if he just had a fallout trying to get your number one cash cow, which would give him clout and credibility, a win like that? And it's what the fans want, and he's trying to give it to him, and then he feels you guys stalled him out. So why would he want to fight these other guys like Dereck Chisora or Dillian Whyte, or fight on DAZN when he's been promoted well with Showtime, and he has, I'm sure, certain loyalties? Why would he want to go like put some other fight in the bank other than the biggest fight in the heavyweight division, which is the Anthony Joshua fight? Why does he want to help you sell Matchroom tickets and sell a UK fight if it's not going to be Joshua? That's how I would look at it. You know what I mean? You're trying to use Deontay Wilder as a pawn to either build up the Joshua fight, because you know it's inevitable. If Wilder keeps winning, you're going to have to fight him, or in a perfect world, you're hoping that Dillian Whyte can derail Wilder for that belt so you can bring it all back home and make a British undisputed. It's very easy to see these are the goal plan, the game plan or whatever. So I'm not interested in Whyte or Dereck Chisora fighting Wilder. Joshua. Make sure you smash the like button as always. Hate, comment, and subscribe. Till next video is Ego signing off. So if you enjoyed this video and want more content like this on the channel, you can show your appreciation by going to the PayPal donate button or the YouTube support button. And you can donate any amount that you feel is equivalent to the value of this video. Much more to come. Thank you guys for your support. Boxing Ego, the future of boxing.